You're watching Pyro Media Network.
Feel like Kobe, I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me, I don't care if you pushing 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats. Circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's a reach. We ready.
Hello, Pyro Media family. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience with us is fruitful. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. And we do hope you consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
So many times we assume that if we're going to heal, it has to come from someone else's change in behavior and someone else's apology. And here's what they're going to do to make me feel better because I deserve it. I deserve you treating me better. What if the way that I heal is by behaving like a person of dignity? And like a person who has more recovery than this person. Like, that's an act of compassion.
Grand Rising Kings, Queens, and the entire spectrum in between. It is your boy Kwame, joined by my light-skinned queen sister from another mister, Mona. What's up, boo?
Hi, hey, happy hump day.
Yes, we're happy through.
You're looking amazing. You're glowing. You're glowing. You're glowing. All shimmery and stuff.
That jojoba oil be working, honey. That jojoba oil be working.
Hey, everybody.
Yes, what is going on, y'all? Thank you guys for joining on in. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Mona's Facebook. Shout out to you guys. What is up, Michaela? Thank you so much for joining. Yes. As a beautiful disclaimer for today, we're talking about Sean P. Diddy Combs. I'm going to be on my best, and I'm going to be unapologetic about it. I know that's right. Listen, we're going to be talking about it. We have a lot to talk about when it comes to this occasion.
Baby, listen.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about.
Look here, we got the big cup today for this one.
I brought an extra water bottle. Praise Jesus. All right. All right, y'all. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button on your way in. If you're watching on the replay, thank you for joining. If you are listening on Bullet and Flight Video, shout out to you. And thank you so much for coming on through. We appreciate you. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into some things here. Oh, I'm on the wrong. There we go. I have to get used to this. This is a different type of thing here, but we want to welcome everybody, Lotta Lotta, coming on in. Thank you to our mods. Shout out to all of our mods, the gladiators. We want to thank you for all that you do and all of your blessings. So thank you for keeping it safe. What is going on, Cupcake? One of our illustrious mods.
Cupcakes.
Yes. Hello, Evangelist Mona. Yeah, hilarious. All right, y'all. And also today, like Michaela said, this is gonna be it's gonna be a very, very interesting day. All right, so this is gonna be a whole lot of Lotta. Michaela said, as another disclaimer, I watched the whole Freak Dick documentary on Netflix, so I'm really going to be on the one today. Wait, was it on Netflix? I thought it was on Hulu. I haven't watched it yet, but I saw it on Hulu. I added it to my thing. To Haley well, don't you look at all reflection glow.
Mm,
That's my business. Sorry, typo. Oh yeah, yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, I thought it was Hulu, but yeah. Because I was like, if Netflix has a documentary, I gotta go add that to my stuff too.
I
All
have
right.
a super box, so I get most of this stuff. No
Oh,
matter.
you one of them
Yes.
girls. You one of them.
Yeah, I'm one of them girls. Yeah, I'm electronic nut. I'm sorry.
No, that's right. Handle your businesses. Get into it. Get into the technology. All right, y'all.
Yes.
Make sure you guys are. This is our little housekeeping announcements. Make sure you guys are following Pyro Media Network on all social media platforms. Thank you guys for tuning in. I see people are coming on in the way. And for those who are watching on, is that our? Oh yeah, our Twitch. Thank you so much for joining on our Twitch too. I appreciate it. Dr. Hope
Yes.
said, "I'm here. Just had to make a threat on the PA system." Wow. Don't be threatening them kids this early in the morning, child. My God.
F them
Anywho,
kids.
right. And make sure you guys head over to the hotspot. It's our what do you call it? It is our Patreon. You can go and head over there by going to patreon.com/pyro media. Patreon.com/pyro media. We had a ball
Yes.
last week, and we're going to have a ball this week because we're probably going to deep dive into a lot of the stuff that we're talking about today. But make sure you join us on every Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Pyro cocktail hour. Excuse me. So yes. We don't have any programming. Yes. Oh, shout out to hold on. There we go. Shout out to the one, the only Just Dominic for making it to second place. Keep going, keep voting for him. Make sure that you guys go over to gospelchoicemusicawards.com. The devil is busy, but let me tell you
Yes.
something. You can't beat God. You can't beat God. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. The devil's busy though.
I
Hey,
posted that
what's up,
today.
Keith?
Look, I posted today that Kobe said, "May he rest in peace. God is great." Just that simple. Come on.
That's a word.
Come on. God is
Is he
great.
on
It's
top
just that
dog?
simple.
You'll have to come and see. Okay. Grand Rising over there, Keith. Now they know not to play in your face, October. Why they testing? Right, exactly. They know better. Grand Rising,
Right.
Keith. What's going on, handsome? Thank you for joining. We appreciate you. All right, y'all. Let's get into some breaking news, y'all. We have a lot to talk about. There is it's a lot going on. It's a whole lot of.
Babe,
I
let me
had to
take a
trim.
sip.
Yeah, take a sip. But I had to trim down the rundown because we just need to spend a lot of time on this whole Diddy situation and unpack this because it is crazy. But before we get there, let's get into some breaking news. Yes. All right, y'all. So it's breaking news time. So as you guys know, a day or so ago, I believe it was on Monday, the in Baltimore, Maryland, a bridge collapsed. It was crazy. And it was due to a freight boat that crashed into it at night. We do have the video of it. I want to show that, and then I want to give you the update that happened this morning regarding possible 6 individuals that went missing during that night. But we do have an update for that. But this is the video, and I do want to give a trigger warning for anybody who is looking. Just terrible. Mm, mm, mm. I'm glad that it wasn't super busy because people could have been
Ooh.
on the train or on the bridge as people were passing or as that boat was passing. So I mean, I want to know what happened with the boat. Like, why would they even? What was
So
going on?
and that gives me chills. That's why if y'all see me do this, that it just
Mhm,
gives me chills every time I see it. Because
mhm,
living in Charleston, we had the same thing. You
mhm,
have these cargo ships that come in and out of the
mhm.
port, and the cargo ships, according to how your ports are set up, you may have a tugboat that will push them to a certain level.
Yeah.
With this one, this particular cargo boat, as it was coming out, it lost power, and you can see when all the lights went off on it. They attempted to stop it. They threw the engine in reverse as well as they dropped anchor.
Mm.
But you talking about a bazillion gazillion pounds.
Yeah. That's
It
tons and tons.
Yeah, so it couldn't stop. They radioed about 5 minutes before stating that we can't control it because once the power went out, you couldn't drive it and you couldn't steer it. So It's now, why did the power go out? Because it had just left port because it was on its way to Sri Lanka.
Okay. My Jesus.
So, and being that I came from like down south, we seen this, and that's how I was like, if they knew prior to even 5 minutes, more than 5 minutes, could they have not gotten a tugboat? Because there's a boat that can, like, when they get to port, they may not pull all the way in. The boat literally pushes them in to the port.
Hmm.
So I'm really
I've
shocked
seen
that it
that.
was also 1:30 in the morning.
Hmm.
So they may not have had enough time to potentially, because the way it was moving, even if the tugboat could have tapped it a little to move it, because you could see they were trying to steer,
Yeah.
but yeah, they lost
Yeah, but it's
complete
it's not a
power.
speedboat. It's like, these are like shipping boats with tons and tons of pounds on them. It's not like they
Yes.
can, like move like that. So like, they did need more time to handle that. But I that's a lot. Michaela says, for the record, that was one of the oldest bridges we have in Maryland. She's in Maryland. I make sure we call the Pirate Maniacs. Make sure we call Michaela. Make sure, you okay, girl? You all right?
Right.
That was, we don't know what's going on out there. So there's a lot of people are talking about how this collects that the bad is, oh, the bridge is old. They don't like fixing things here. I Okay, understood. And I thank God that everybody I got in contact with is okay. Amen. The
Yeah,
power went out
everybody I got
two,
out.
3 times on the boat, causing them to not be able to steer it properly.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Dr. Holt said, I have a friend who teaches music in Baltimore. He said he literally had just came across that bridge heading to work that morning. Oh my God.
Oh, because they showed where you could see the cars, and they
Mhm,
had to speed it up for you to be able to see it.
mhm.
But even speeding it up, you can tell how quickly the cars went over with the speed up of the actual tape. They was hauling. They was hauling,
I would have
coming
hauled ass
over.
too.
Because for one, you got to think it has to sound an alarm.
Yeah.
If you heard it,
Yeah.
then you know it was coming. Because there was also a semi that got over maybe what 30 seconds to a minute
Hmm.
before the actual impact.
Hmm. Jesus. Jesus. All right. Well, this is an update this morning that came through regarding what's happening. So let's take a look at that.
So I'd like to announce tonight that based on the length of time that we've gone in the search, the extensive search efforts that we've put into it, the water temperature, that at this point we do not believe that we're going to find any of these individuals still alive. And so this evening at about 7:30, we are going to suspend the active search and rescue efforts. We've got very difficult water temperatures. You have structures from the bridge that are in the water that can move with the tides and currents, making that dangerous for divers and people in the water to actually try to do recovery. And we do not want to injure any of these first responders in this recovery effort. We absolutely want to be as safe as possible for everyone involved in this.
From the outset, we moved all those resources in with dive teams from various state, local, and county agencies. We also use sonar. We're doing our very best in some very difficult times and difficult conditions, which is why we're making that transition now. The last thing we want to do is put divers in the water with changing currents, low temperatures, very poor visibility, and so much metal and other unknown objects in the water. All it takes is one object to strike an individual, and all of a sudden we have a first responder trying to recover another first responder. I think at 0600 we'll find ourselves in a better position to understand the dynamics of what we're dealing with and to address the issue in a much safer manner. At this point,
Um, I mean, there's nothing else to say. My heart breaks for all those that were affected by this. That's not something that people are expecting
I know I got the ugly
at
face.
all.
It My heart just like my
Yeah.
stomach it's not sitting, you
Yeah.
know. Because no bridge can withstand that. Even if it was a newer bridge, the best it would have probably been able to do is maybe hit the pillar and kind of sway, but the way and heavy as that is, no bridge can withstand. That was almost, they scrubbed it, but that was almost a direct hit. Um, And even the bridge makers, the people that build the bridges, the engineers had said even with that, if it was a newer bridge, it potentially couldn't have withstood it. Now it may not have fallen apart like this one did,
Hmm.
but it couldn't have withstood it. Something would have fell off.
Something would have it would not have been a pretty sight. So like I said, our hearts go out to all those affected and everyone that um I believe that God is a God of miracles and wonders, and you know we don't know. We just have to presume, based off of the experts saying that they presume that those that they were searching for is been unalived, but um you never know. So I don't know. Like I still have hope that we can find them, at least find the bodies, so that way they can the families can
Yeah.
rest them, put them to rest in peace. So
Yes.
all right, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic here. I know that was super heavy to
Yeah.
start out with, but what is happening today? Today is Holy Wednesday. And Holy Wednesday is observed on different dates every year, but this year it falls on March 27th in the United States. Holy Week begins with the first day known as Palm Sunday and ends with Holy Saturday, the day before Easter Sunday, which is celebrated by many to proclaim the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. Holy Week is a week when most Christians value and cherish their faith and religion because their God suffered, died, and resurrected. In the Greek and Roman literature books, this time is great to be called the Great Week because God did many great deeds during this time. So he got up. He did. He did, and he has risen. Praise Jesus. Yes. So happy Holy Wednesday to everybody. Ovana will I fit me in the I think you meant Hosanna, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Hosanna. Okay, Hosanna will I fit me in the rock. Yes. I can't go against the Holy Wednesday, so we will accept this. Hallelujah. Best. I cannot. All right, y'all. Let's get into the birthday shout outs. Y'all, we are in a very fiery season, y'all. We are in a fiery season, and that is the season of the Aries. Okay, so shout out to all of the Aries out there. Shout out to our very own Cupcake, who is one of my favorite Aries out there. Okay. Now I get along with Aries women than I do with Aries men. Aries men have a little bit of, they got some temperatures. They need to go talk to a therapist. A couple of them. But and Aries women, they got low temperatures, but you got to start with them first, and then they come at you. I like Aries women. Anyway, we digress. Speaking of Aries women, one of my favorite Aries women is out there. Besides Cupcake, baby, it's still Cupcake month. That's all you need to. I know that's right.
I know that's right.
But can you make a little room for the one, the only Mariah Carey? Shout out to Mariah Carey. Happy birthday to her. Mariah Carey, as you guys know, was born on March 27th, 1969 or 1970. They don't know. But she was born in Huntington, New York. Mariah Carey is an American singer, songwriter, actress, record producer, and entrepreneur, referred to as the Songbird Supreme by the Guinness World Records. She is noted for her her 5-octave vocal range, power, melismatic style, and signature use of the whistle register. You get along with me, really?
Well,
Not right now, Cupcake.
Well, shout
right
out
now.
to Nick Cannon, baby mom.
Right. Shout out to Nick. Well, she's way more famous about that than Nick Cannon, in my personal humble opinion. Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna give it to her. She has gotten me through a lot with her Vision album, Vision of Love. Emotions, okay, all her original. I love everything up until Honey was like, well, Honey was still a really good album in my opinion. Rainbow was good too.
She got the voice though. She's gotten a lot of us through a lot of things, even Christmas.
The Christmas Queen. Okay. Oh, Mariah Carey is Aries. Is an Aries no wonder? Oh, it's an Aries no wonder. What does that mean? What you mean, Michaela? Not too much in the air.
Oh Lord!
You better stop before Cupcake come after you, girl.
Lord, the seated section, the VIP section is going there.
Going crazy. Anyway, let's move on. We got honorable mention, and the honorable mention goes to Haley Bailey. Shout out to Haley Bailey. Happy birthday to you, Queen. Her birthday is born. She was born March 27, 2000. Oh my God, she's so young. Born in Atlanta, Georgia. Haley Bailey is famous as one half of the popular Chloe and Haley YouTube pop music channel. After signing with Beyonce's Parkway Entertainment, they released the debut EP Sugar Symphony in 2016. In 2018, she began starring in the series Grownish, and she is the first Black Ariel Black, well, yeah, when she's not the first Black Disney princess, but she's the first Black woman to play Ariel, the Little Mermaid. So she's our first Black
And Halo's mama.
Mermaid. You better lay it low. What does that mean?
And that's Halo's mama.
She said, as a disclaimer, Cupcake is the only areas that I love. Okay, I just can't deal with Mariah Carey. So I'm throwing a little shade. And the Cupcake says, "Oh, okay, Michaela, accept it." But Cupcake does get a pass on a lot of things. Okay, praise Jesus. All right, so that was it for the birthdays today. Happy birthday to everybody that was born today on March 27th. Shout out to all of our Aries. We love you guys. Thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and pay some bills. And when we come back, Mona and I are going to get into the rundown, y'all. We got a lot to talk about today. Stay tuned, stay blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.
Are you ready for enlightening conversations that transcend boundaries? Get ready for Conversations with Clergy, brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network. In partnership with the world's largest publicly funded international collaboration, the HVTN is dedicated to evaluating vaccines to prevent HIV and COVID-19. But their impact doesn't stop there. The HVTN is at the forefront of advancing vaccinology, social and behavioral sciences, statistics, immunology, and even contributing to the research on tuberculosis and COVID-19 vaccines. By supporting Conversations with Clergy, the HVTN not only brings you thought-provoking discussions, but also contributes to the global effort to combat infectious diseases. Tune in, stay informed, and be a part of the change. Conversations with Clergy, supported by the HVTN, empowering conversations, empowering lives. Join us in this journey of knowledge, understanding, and progress. Conversations with Clergy, proudly brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network, because together we can make a difference.
Know that you can now catch the electrifying sounds of Bulletin Flight Radio anywhere you go? Yes, you heard it right. Tune in to the high-flying beats and soaring melodies by downloading the TuneIn app on your mobile device. Just search for Bulletin Flight Radio and hit play. It's that easy. And if you have a smart device like Alexa or Google, just say, "Hey Google," or "Alexa, play Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn." Experience the rush of adrenaline wherever you are. Listen to Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn using your Alexa or Google devices. Soaring through the skies has never sounded this good. Don't miss out on the ultimate musical journey. Tune in now to Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn and let the music take you on an unforgettable ride. Get ready to elevate your listening experience. Brought to you by Bulletin Flight Radio.
Welcome, Black, y'all. Welcome, Black. Yes, we are here, and some of us are queer. Thank you so much for tuning on in. You okay? If you are just tuning in, do me a quick favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. It does help the algorithm, and it does help you join our little family over here called the Pyromaniacs. We set stuff ablaze over here. Shout out to everybody. Lotta Lotta. Let me get over here and get into what we affectionately call the rundown. So because it's time, y'all. It's time to get into some things. Whew.
Hey, Sean.
Sean is in the building. What's up, Queen? How you doing? Thank you for joining. Y'all make sure y'all go over to Sean Talks. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you head over to Sean Talks on YouTube and sign up. Okay, Sean is that whoa. We love her. Yes. All right, y'all. Let's get into the rundown. I gotta get Sean on the show one day. Sean, send me a reminder so I don't forget, and I'll make sure that because I'll be forgetting to tell the team to get you all signed up. These two.
Tomatoes.
I know. So first of all, shout out to everybody who checked on me yesterday. Everything is fine. I just had a large order for Lux and Noir, and I just could not get home in time enough, and it was just a lot going on, so I had to shut the stuff down. Luckily, it was just my show, so I wasn't able to get back in time. So one of the stories I was going to talk about was this Power Reality TV Edition. For those who don't know, Portia Williams, who is a cast member on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, is divorcing her husband Simon Guobadia. It's been a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. In the words of Michaela, who gives her who are you throwing? Why are you throwing tomatoes, Cupcake? Our vets. Leave these guys alone. They're going through stuff. Child, I like Portia, but I'm sick of the.
That's where I'm at, Dr. Holt. Like I like her, but I'm take me out the group chat.
I mean, it's just anyway. So Portia Williams is finally admitting why she decided to divorce her husband Simon Guobadia after 15 months of marriage. 15 months. That's not even a. Okay. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, Portia claims she had no knowledge of his sketchy past, and learning that information ruined her perception of their marriage. Quote, by way of further response, the media frenzy that ensued was solely a result of husband's actions, which included revelations about husband's criminal history, questionable immigration, and allegations of fraud, the motion read. Quote, wife shows that the news reports of husband's alleged immigration fraud and what appeared to be an imminent threat of deportation were shocking and affected wife's mental and emotional well-being. None of this information was ever disclosed by husband to wife, despite wife having previously inquired about husband's immigration status and criminal history. Her lawyer wrote, quote, since learning of husband's checkered immigration history and status, wife began to question everything that she initially believed to be true as it relates to her husband's character, immigration, business dealings, etc., and began to uncover additional information that husband failed to disclose to wife. Petitioner did not wish to remain married to a stranger and filed for divorce. So is this like a Risa Tisa girl? Is that what you're saying? Is that what's going on?
Who the F did I marry?
Jonathan, go sit down, girl. We do not give a single solitary rock.
Round of applause.
Shout out to Larry for the word fruck. Okay, so I just can't wait until the show when they drag her for film. You think they're gonna drag her? I think this is going to be great storyline for Portia. This is phenomenal. And then with everything that's going on with her and Nene, this is phenomenal storyline. She is locked in her listen. One thing I have learned on these YouTube streets, and one thing that I have learned on reality TV, watching reality TV, storyline is gonna get you numbers, honey, and she is gonna be locked and loaded for this season. She is doing
and it's that time of the year because all these different Reality shows, everybody is starting to create their storyline. That's how you know shows is coming up. Because people
I'm sorry. He said he knew he crooked just like his Wendigo. Jeez, what is wrong? He's be coming out the bushes with a 1-2. But he ain't lying though. Let's call a thing a thing. Michaela says, "Baby, so you mean to tell me the woman who created Who the Hell Did I Give or Who the Hell Did I Marry didn't teach you to get an FBI check on the?" That's what I'm saying. You didn't check Portia. Well, I think this is what Risa Teaser was after this whole situation, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Dr. Ho said, "Ain't nobody dragging Portia. Drag Kenya and the $1.99."
Where is my scarf? I got to be an old lady again. Oh, y'all gonna make me get my grandma's scarf? Wait a minute, where is the grandma's scarf? I got my grandma's scarf. Yo, let me get these kids together. I got to come in here like grandma. Now, what is the problem? I didn't raise y'all better than this.
You better than this, y'all.
God, y'all know this ain't of God. What is going on?
He said sick of them all cancel the show now.
Y'all done made me pull out the grandma sweater.
Ooh, right, Sean. They told him. That's probably why she didn't go berserk like she wanted to, because she was like, you know what, Portia, that's your problem. No, the whole wide FBI get married. Why the F did I get married happened before this action? Oh, okay, got it. Okay, cool. So she had time to get a background check. Well, I mean, if it was already in Spirals, because we found out about the whole situation, so she probably already knew what was going on. I don't believe that she just found out about this with the social media flurry. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. You think she just found out about all that?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I think she knew about
that.
I think
that's why. Put on my granny. Let me leave this on, cause y'all acting.
Right. Put the white turban and white glasses on mode. Hello, KD Williams. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you.
Hi, Kitty.
Yes. Michaela said, "Amen, amen to that, Doctor." Yeah. Let's
checking in from Facebook. Hey, darling.
Speaking of old ladies and things, one of our pristine, I don't know if she was having hot flashes or if it was the pausals. I don't know what was going on, but y'all were irritating the hell out of Whoopi Goldberg yesterday. She has had enough. He was tired of production. She was tired of people taking pictures with the audience. She was frustrated. Okay, she's like she had it, and she was cussing all y'all out.
I missed her yesterday.
It was hilarious.
Oh.
Okay, she wasn't playing, and I was here for right. KD, listen. Take a look at what happened. This is what she did when somebody was trying to take video in the audience.
Okay.
The fact that his bond. Hold on, sir. I have to stop you with the camera because I can see you. So do me a favor, don't pull it out again. I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. What was he doing? Recording.
So as I was saying, I think this.
She's like, go ahead, proceed. Y'all got on Whoopi's.
But look here, that's why she got the head chair at the table.
Honey, she got out the seat and paused it. Like, she stopped it. She said, "I'm director." Okay. What we said that she's too old for people. Girl, she was like, carry on. Right. Get over.
Look here, that's why she got that head seat. That's because they know Whoopi don't have no problem in speaking whatever she needs to speak. So that's why she got that head seat. Get him, Goldberg.
Okay, said, Kwame, we done told you after 40, you give us diminished to me.
Look here, and when you get into your 50s, it don't even exist. I'm gonna just say,
hilarious. So this is when she spazzed out on production same day. Check it out.
effectively. I'm going to get to her. My God, guys, I'm going to get to her. May I finish my point, or you want me to just jump next?
Whoopi is not in the mood today.
I'm not.
For your shenanigans.
I'm trying, I'm trying to do everything everybody wants, but I never mind. Go ahead, son.
I have a legal note, everyone.
No kidding.
You said no kidding, really, girl? She is done. She said, I didn't have my ginkgo biloba today. I didn't get my turmeric shots. I am pissed.
She ain't had no coffee. Y'all was
Okay.
supposed to slide some Baileys
She
off in
said,
her
"I'm
coffee.
done."
I swear it worked.
That
It
really came out. You know what, KD?
look here, until you do right by me.
Okay.
Wait, let me
Listen.
get the effect. Until you do right
Until you
by
do
me.
that by me. Let's see. She let them. She said, "Let me finish this."
Yeah, she wasn't in the mood. Everybody is allowed to have a bad day. I think they pulled up on
Yeah.
hers.
Yeah. She said this did not make a good soul breakfast. Right. That's what I'm saying. Listen, but I do get it. Like, I mean, they cut her off a lot because she's just like, it almost feels like she's just kind of, I get that she's a moderator, but she also has an opinion too.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes like her opinions get cut off sometimes when I watch, The View. I am a huge fan of The View. So I watch The View religiously. So, I like their perspective, and I like, sometimes I don't agree with it, but I also like, I like to listen to it. And so, I don't know. I just feel like, what'd she say? She clearly did not have her Geritol this week. You know what? I'm not messing with y'all. I'm not messing with y'all. Y'all are on something today. Thank you. Keep your shawl on.
Shout out.
Winona.
I got it on. You see, I ain't even take it off. Shout out to Whoopi. Shout out to Whoopi.
Shout out
Maybe
to
it's
Whoopi.
every once in a while you allowed to have a bad day. Yours just happened on camera. I
Honey.
like it. Keep going.
We like you. We listen. You like it. We love it, honey. All right. We have a question for the people. Hold on one second. Sorry, I had to cough. I don't know what is going on with my throat today. Pause. So, what is going on? Thank you guys for joining over there on Instagram. Appreciate you. What if there was an interview that Will Smith and Martin Lawrence have been doing? They like kind of doing press for the upcoming Bad Boys 2. Is it Bad Boys 2 or Bad Boys 4? Thank you. Bad Boys 4. And there was a conversation that, Martin Lawrence revealed that he actually wanted to work with he wanted to work with Eddie Murphy. Somebody bring Dr. Holt a mop. What did you say, Kwame? Don't worry about what I said, okay? I said pause. Y'all get on my nerves.
Look here. See, y'all done made me put on the granny shawl. If y'all
you see how they acted this Wednesday? My God. You know what happened? This is what happened. They didn't have Kwame Speaks Live last night, and they didn't have reality TV edition. So now they acted a daggone fool this morning. Okay?
This is true.
My God. I'm so sorry, y'all. Okay? It won't happen again. Oh, I heard it, but I wasn't going to say nothing. You know what?
Look here.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay.
This is incredible. This link though is Martin. Your sister is responsible for this link up. Is that right?
Yeah. When Columbia first came to me, with the script, my sister told me I should do it with Will Smith.
Martin wanted to do it with Eddie.
Yeah, at first,
he didn't even contemplate. He was like, "You're right."
But I knew we couldn't get Eddie. Couldn't afford Eddie. But Will was my sister was the one that said, "I think you should do it with Will Smith," and it was the best choice in the world.
Yeah, you feel like you made the right decision.
Most definitely, because he's brilliant. I mean, his mind and the way he orchestrates and runs the set and everything. It's just as brilliant.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think it would have been I don't know if I could see anybody else playing Will Smith's part. I don't know.
I personally, I don't think that would be a good. That would have been a good fit. I think the fit that is there is on number 4. So God knew what he was doing. The fit there. I seen it. I'm trying not to say nothing.
Melissa, what is wrong with you? You said pause or no Diddy. We're gonna get to that, okay? What's up, Simeon? Why is he slurring his word? I don't know, and I'm not going to make any assumptions. But Martin Lawrence has had a rough life. Okay.
He was sick. We know that he was sick a while ago, but we never know, and we've all learned from Chadwick.
Yeah. But Chadwick had cancer.
Yes. Well, I'm just saying, like that when they start things not right.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Martin Lawrence had Martin Lawrence. Yeah, he was playing around with things,
Yeah.
Things that he probably shouldn't. Let's move on. I
Yeah,
don't want to.
you got it right. Okay.
Yeah. Let's move on because everything is alleged. We don't know for sure. Okay. All right. Let's move on.
But I think it would have. I think the fit that they have right now is the absolute best fit.
I think it's perfect.
Because they're both just as silly as they want to be. Not saying that Eddie Murphy is not silly, but I don't think that role would have been, because Mike Lowry was the guy. He was the ladies' man. I mean, I think it was in the right space where they got it.
Yeah. She said, Cupcake said, I like Melissa. Yes. Y'all are a mess. Okay, I agree, but we'll play a better cop role. I agree with that. I do. Eddie, because I feel like Eddie Murphy would have made it. We already had like the seriously funny part coming from Martin. I don't think I would have liked two of them. There was a swag about Will Smith that he kept the balance.
And Eddie is his Beverly Hills Cop. I think it would have. I think that was the best role for him, Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah. And I think that those would have kind of intermingled and look weird. So no.
Yeah. Eddie be playing around with stuff too, but that ain't my bit. You know what? Okay, let's move on. This is why we can't have nice things.
Look, let me straight. Here we go.
The end is near, y'all. The Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree is increasing their prices yet again. According to USA Today, the max price for items will now be a whole $7. Don't call yourself the Dollar Tree anymore.
Call yourself $7 Tree. I need you to put a 7
don't
between
put
them
dollar
L's.
in it, honey. Because I mean that's ridiculous to me. $7. That's why we go to the Dollar Tree, girl. I mean, you don't go for like fruits, vegetables, and things of that nature, but they have a couple of things you can.
I go in there faithfully because I, thanks to some of my business needs, I be in there faithfully, stealing all their stuff that I be needing, so to speak.
$7, hell, I may go. But right, go to Walmart. Shut them down. So I just can't annoy the shady. You know what? I can't. They just need to merge with Dollar General or Walmart at this point. At this point, like seriously, what is going on? Like you're not. It's but it's the recession. We have a recession. There's a lot going on, so we'll figure it out. I guess. Good luck, Chuck. All right, y'all. It's time. It's time to have the conversation that y'all have not that y'all been hearing this entire time. Diddy, who used to run the city. Okay.
Take that.
Pause. So let's move on. Diddy, who runs the city, like there's a lot going on with this whole situation, and I'm gonna do a deeper dive. We're gonna do a deeper dive. Because we did we're gonna do a deeper dive on Pyro Cocktail Hour and Patreon because there's certain things that I can't say on here.
All I can say is Diddy about to do a biddy.
You know what? Is there no hope?
Look, let me take my shawl off for that part. Diddy might be doing a biddy. Okay, I'm back.
Right, we're back. We're back. Let me say this. First and foremost, Diddy's house was raided. Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
It was yesterday. There was a lot going on yesterday. The picture is giving whole gap. You know what? We're not talking about that right now. Okay, Dr. Holt, We're not talking about that. Swallow and freak party. You know what? Okay, I can't. Katie said it's giving how you ever been. You know what? Y'all, Katie's not helping either.
Katie, how you? Shout out to Katie over on.
Shout out.
Shout out to Katie.
I've
He
been
came and
swallowed.
getting fitted right in. Shout out to Katie on Facebook.
Is it the recession or the DNC's just well, that's another conversation. But so yeah, so a lot of people are coming out, not literally coming out, but they're coming out of the woodworks and trying to defend Diddy. We had Tyrese that was coming out to defend Diddy. Says offers his Tyrese offers his support to Diddy, says he's praying for the victims, but he won't downplay Diddy's impact on the culture. What I can't do is turn the blinds on how much he means to me and all of us. I love this brother. So wait a minute. I have a problem with that. Tyrese Gal. You know what? Okay, stop it. Come over here, Katie. We like you. All right, come over to YouTube. All right, come over to youtube.com/Pyro Media Network. But yes, Tyrese, I have a question for you.
Okay.
If you, Mona, and we're cool, we're friends, but if you stabbed somebody, no, let me not say stab, because you may have had good cause of why you stabbed somebody. So I if you did what Diddy did, do you think it's wrong of me to be like, and back up and be like, you know what, girl, it's been fun. It's been real fun. But we can't rock with each other no more.
So I would understand it if you did, because everybody doesn't want to be attached to that. However, you can love him from afar and support. But I think if I was in the industry and you did that, your running for the hills is an understandable place. But I mean, because we talking about the industry. I hate to say it, but it ain't a lot of people that got real friends.
Yeah.
In the industry, like the industry doesn't give you. Some people got real long-term friends, but some people don't have long-term friends. They just friends with you because you're in the industry, because they have to work with you. But I think he gonna have quite a few people to shut up for on this situation, because I think they probably dibbled and dabbled in the situation too.
Yeah.
I'm tr-
So a TV. So everybody's been coming out. I keep saying coming out.
Oh, hey Terrell.
Yeah. People coming out the woodworks, TV personality Torre claims his male family member abruptly ended his internship with Diddy after Diddy allegedly wanted them to spend the night together. Let me see if I can grab this video so you guys can see this, because this is a very interesting. Yeah, this is a very interesting. This came out yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. 4 hours ago. Excuse me. This is breaking. So this. Let me grab the video for it. I just saw it on the Neighborhood Talk. Let me grab the video real quick. I'm so sorry. Hold on.
Teray did the. Oh gosh, he does something now. He's I'm trying to think. I've seen him. He does interviews, I think, for Entertainment Tonight, maybe.
Yeah, he's a TV person. I don't really know too much of him. There we go. I downloaded it. Let me get Missy says the fact that he left his kids to be handcuffed and ran F out of here. Listen, now that's my sister-in-law, okay? Listen. She's speaking truth. All right? Because I was just about to talk about how he left them boys and got out of Dodge. Like, that's not cool.
And so, okay, that's where I have confusion, because he was at the Opelika Airport.
Come on, Opelika.
Were shout out to the Floridians. He was at the Opelika Airport, and so was Justin and Christian. Yeah,
they were at the house.
They were at the Miami house or the
LA house.
The LA house, but he was in Miami.
He was on the plane leaving. He wasn't even. He was in midair when the raids happened.
Oh,
So
okay.
allegedly he was from my reporting to and I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, y'all let me know. The pyromaniacs always gets the tea, but if I'm wrong, I understood the reporting that he was in midair. He was on an airplane headed to, I think, I don't know if it was the Caribbeans or somewhere. I think it was the Caribbeans. He was headed to somewhere that was and he was in the air, that basically when the raids were happening, to my knowledge. That's what they said. And his plane location was removed from radar, so he went go. Well, that's alleged. I heard confusing situations. I feel sorry for the twins too. Listen, I feel sorry for the entire family, because that's ridiculous. KD says, I wish he was just open sooner about his sexuality. Allegedly, he would have avoided all of it. Allegedly. But KD, if you think about it, let's break that down for a second. If you think about it, do you think that would have been something that would have been, especially him being a hip-hop legend that he is now, and him coming up in the ranks and him working with Biggie Smalls, the Notorious B.I.G. and all this stuff, do you think that he would have been as successful if he came out? Look it took Lil Nas X to get up to where he was before, and then he got all his Grammys, he made it big, and then he came out and said, look, I am gay. He didn't do that during his rise. He didn't say so. Can you imagine, going through the hip hop community? And I know that there's, we know, those who are in the community, we know how it is and what's going on when it comes to, some of these celebrities. I get it. There are people out there that we just know. We know that they're hiding stuff. We know that they're DL. That's your business, girl. I'm not going to force you to come out. But at the same time, I don't think that Diddy would have been famous because of the homomisia and homophobia that runs rampant in the Black community. What are your thoughts, Mona?
I think it would have held him back. Unfortunately, the community is not embracing of that. They're learning to be, but they're not very abrasive or embracing to those types of things. So would he have been able to make it this far? Probably not. But now that he's in his space that he's in, could it potentially come out away from allegations and into truth? Yeah, he in the line of fire now. So
this is why I love Missy. I'm gonna have to bring you on the show because you know all the tea, honey. And I wasn't gonna say it, but since you brought it up, girl.
Oh,
she brought it up, girl.
She did say that. It was in a documentary. She did say
allegedly. Wendy Williams. Ben said he's gay. That's why she got fired. Allegedly.
Well, so it is allegedly. However, it was in the documentary too. I'm sorry. I remember hearing that because Puffy and Total came to the studio to fight her, from what the documentary showed. So
okay.
Lord Jesus. Allegedly he is. However, Wendy show for show. Big eyes and all said it.
Katie said, I think because of his skill and artistry, he would have been successful. He just didn't need to be verbal, but he could have been upfront with the people he was coming after. See, the issue is not that he's homosexual, KD. The issue is that he was having these freak off parties, doing some freaky stuff. And listen, we all got a little freak in us, all right? We all got a little freak in us, okay? We all tooted and booted, okay? We all do some things that are a little strange for some change. But girl, the things that you allegedly were doing in those freak off parties.
And now, I'm gonna say this. Can I just say something real quick? Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
And I'm gonna just say this because I hate that we have to break down sometimes our own people. But I will say this: I do believe that in the midst of everything that happened with both houses, I do believe I feel like they was kind of excessive. Did you need all of that to go to this man's house? Did you really need all of that? But then also we all know when Homeland
No.
Security
Wait a
get
minute.
involved.
Melissa's coming in hard and heavy today. She
Uh-oh, what
said,
else?
and Justin is his firstborn is not a kid. I said what I said. I know that's right. Let's stop playing these games, okay? Justin is not a kid. Justin is not. He's an adult.
She said this is
by
not
law.
his kid.
Oh, not his kid. Oh,
Not his kid. You know what, Melissa? Look, Melissa. Respectfully, don't make Granny come out. Girl, don't do that. Don't do that. What you doing? What you doing? Don't do that.
Who said that? Who said that? That's not his kid.
Ooh.
Who said that? Let's move on. Okay. So
It is
also, I can't. Look, I can't do this. Y'all are too much. Y'all are too much. So also Revolt TV, I think he sold his Diddy sold his stocks. Diddy is no longer tied to Revolt TV. According to TMZ, he quote sold off all of his shares to an interested buyer for an undisclosed sum. The company is allegedly still black owned, but the owner's identity remains private at this time. Per the report, the new boss wishes to remain anonymous for the time being. Yeah, I would want to remain anonymous too, because there's a lot. We have to do some uncoupling. We have to do some rebranding. We have to do some cleaning of the house. I gotta be focused.
Yeah, because I will say, from the alleged release of some of the things from the Cassie situation, one of the things that it seems like that they did, and this is allegedly, but one of the things that it seems like they did, they went for his businesses and then him, and that's why that money got handed over so quickly, because if you attack the corporation before you attack the person, you play with his money before you play with him. So I think that was a smart move, but I do know that from the lawyers that they've interviewed, because he had the civil case that she settled on, it doesn't take away from the criminal case from the information that was given.
Yeah, but can we go back to what Simeon said? Shout out to Simeon. He said it is the trafficking that has Diddy in trouble. Right. It's not the freak off sessions. It's not the fact that you want to get freaky deaky. Excuse me.
It's the trafficking.
It's the alleged sex trafficking that's going on. It's the alleged underage individuals that were there. It's the alleged issues that are going on in those claims. And let me say something. I'm not an attorney. Okay. I'm not claiming to be one. I'm not claiming to know more than an attorney.
Right.
But from my knowledge and from my understanding, and from friends that I've talked to who are attorneys, the feds don't go in and do raids just for no reason.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Homeland Security to pull up to your crib. Yes. Oh, they got something.
Especially now with Homeland Security, the FBI being under scrutiny, especially when they raided Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago. You can't go in there without any type of evidence, without several court orders, and like you have to go through a process, and so while simultaneously keeping it hush hush, so that the way that the suspect doesn't know what's going on.
Absolutely.
So that's crazy. Dr. O says, quote from Uncle Luke on TMZ, I don't know what goes on after hours, but I wasn't trying to find out. Just posted 48 minutes ago, scared. Oh my God. And we know Luke an old freak.
Yeah, he is.
But okay, listen, do you know they say allegedly he had people by the busloads traffic in the LA house? That's what they're saying in the street. Allegedly, I heard that. Simeon said the feds don't pull up to find stuff; they pull up to get stuff. That's what I'm saying, Simeon.
Okay, because they sure took some stuff up out of his house because they took it out in boxes,
and they're real specific about what they're looking for.
Absolutely,
real specific. Let's check out the video that I was telling you guys from Torre that came out this morning. Take a look.
I was personally disturbed many years ago. Okay, I know this man well enough to call him and say, hey, I need a favor.
Yeah.
And this might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and say, hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern.
Yeah.
And I have never talked about this publicly. And he said, yes. And they were flying around, one of the interns, Atlanta, Miami, whatever, on the jet, in the house, whatever. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did it end? He wouldn't say. And years later, they finally came out, and this is a male, and said that Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And they said, absolutely not. He said, absolutely not. And the internship ended. But from there, I was like, oh, like this is how it goes. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So listen, listen, I'm not going to sit here and try to, defend or, I don't know what goes on in the house. Okay. I don't know what goes on in the house, but what I am a man of is I'm a man of pattern. When I see patterns, I get questions.
Right.
Okay. And this is not the first time that somebody had said something about, Diddy asking them to come over, Diddy asking them to, what do you call it? To
party.
A little quid pro quo, you know what I'm saying? Like it hasn't been any of those things, to my knowledge. So I don't know. I feel like
I personally believe where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yes.
When and I look back on people that I still support, I ain't gonna say that everything that's probably that may come out was said, that it was done, because people will still like, oh, let me get on this bandwagon with them. You got people that'll do that too. So you may have some people that may come forward, because you got people coming out the woodwork, like Usher, did an interview and said he don't sleep because of Diddy. So and I don't know, I didn't get to see the whole interview, so I'm not going to allege anything in regards to Diddy in a bad way. But you may just have people come out and eventually show up. And the thing of it is, we know that they'll come out the woodwork. So I'm not going to say everybody that's going to come up is going to be a problem, but where there's smoke, there's fire. And the story is starting to stay consistent per person. Look, per capita of all these years. The story is starting to be kind of consistent. It's not a change up. Oh, well, he wanted me to do this. Oh, well, he wanted me to do that. It's kind of starting to be like it's the same thing over and over, just different people. So he's consistent.
Okay, D. We need to have a conversation. Yo, hit up Mona. We might have to bring you on Pyro Cocktail Hour, okay? But since you work with him closely, Simeon said, I think a lot of people, men in particular, did not want to be the first to tell. I agree.
Absolutely.
With that. But Cupcake said something very interesting and very, very powerful, because I was a huge fan of Making the Band. I don't know if you guys remember Making the Band on MTV. That's where Diddy was, they got Day 26 and also Danny DeCane, which that was some of his best work, in my personal opinion. He brought those girls together, but the industry corrupts things, and so that was a band that I was expecting to go above, to be the next Destiny's Child, but it didn't end up happening. So, which is sad. But a lot of what you needed to know came from Making the Band and the people involved in that show. I'm just saying, Cupcake said. I mean,
and I don't remember her name from the show, because I wasn't deep in the show, but she had tried to tell them to kind of get away from him.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna take out the fact that it may said this a year and a half ago.
Yep. Something else that's going on is really quickly is Diddy's mule, alleged drug mule, was arrested. So it's like there's a lot going on. So he was arrested on in Miami on possession charges. So
yesterday too.
Yesterday, according to Rolling Stone, Diddy's alleged drug mule, Brendan Paul, was arrested in Miami on cocaine and marijuana charges. Arresting officers claimed Brendan had the contraband inside his personal travel bags, and the suspect cocaine was located and tested. Let's see. Coincidentally, the arrest came at the same time as Diddy's homes were being raided by Homeland Security. Police were working alongside Homeland Security agents when the arrest was made at the Miami-Dade airport, according to the arrest affidavit. As of right now, it's unclear if the arrest and the raids are connected, but it was connected. But Brendan was named in the sex trafficking lawsuit against Diddy as the person who allegedly supplied the Mughal with drugs. This is a hot mess. This is a hot mess.
And my prayers to all of his children. And the very thought process of the factor that you have for baby girls. My heart definitely, because my heart goes out to the two that got arrested. You know, I mean, they didn't get arrested, but you know, being put in handcuffs is traumatic. Even for an adult male, especially in our community, that's traumatic. So my heart goes out to them, but to those little girls who, because you got Chance, I think is her name, is in Atlanta. You got the new baby Love. She ain't getting to know what all of this is, and then you have the twins, and those girls have to still go to school, and those girls still have to face things from other, you know, because kids are mean.
Yeah.
Jesus, they cute and mean all at the same time. So
speaking of mean, let me tell you something. I'm getting sick and tired of 50 cents. Okay? You said anybody see Jay-Z? Puff said the ninja ain't answering his phone.
He is the most antagonizing. I love him though, but this one, he know how to stir up a pot. Jesus.
He said, KD said, I'm mad I didn't get an offer. I would have been platinum.
Yes, and for the record, that is the recording artist KD Williams. So I am KD.
Shout out to KD Williams. You're hilarious. Dr. Holt said in other news, Jesse Smollett will have his day in court over his appeal of his criminal conviction. There's a lot going on. Aubrey O'Day is her name, Mona.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
I knew Puffy was crazy when he told that man to go across the street and get him some junior cheesecake. No, girl, we ain't thinking about juicy.
And you know, even Mary then put up a little something. I think it was a side push because you know her. Puffy got a lot. Puffy got a lot of people around him, and it's gonna affect a lot of people. But it just makes you step back and wonder how everybody just pieced out. Faith went to Capitol, and folks start just. I'm out. And
stop it.
But I digress.
Hey, KD. You joined in. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. What's up, Deontay? How you doing? Oh, now I can tune in. Shout out to Deontay. What's going on? Y'all, wait. Simeon said 50 dropped a video on his Instagram of Diddy sneaking out the house past his kid's room as the feds were moving on.
Please no. Now you gonna make me go look for it. Please no.
Hold on, y'all. I'm not trying to be troll. I'm not laughing at P Diddy. Listen. I haven't enjoyed 50 Cent this much in a long time.
I love me some 50. I mean, shout out to 50 Cent. I love me some Curtis.
Really irritated me when it came to Power, but and Empire. But
I just because you know what, this is the one thing I know for sure. I asked God to heal me from everything but my petty. I wanted to keep that part, and he matches my petty. I absolutely love it. He is my kind of petty. Mm-hmm.
Why
ain't nothing wrong with the petty friend?
Oh, I have to find that video. That is hilarious.
We gonna find that.
Oh my God. Anywho, y'all make sure you guys hit the Daddy about to get done. Listen. He's about to get done up, sun up. All right, so y'all make sure all the new subscribers, all the new people coming on in. Thank you guys so much for coming on, and make sure you guys hit that like button, share, and subscribe. That's gonna do it for the rundown today.
Are we at the end of our
yes,
day?
we at the end, sis. You know what that means? It's time for the glasses of the day.
I got to show you something. I'm gonna put it in the camera. Do you see it? Do you see the eye? Do you see the eye?
Okay.
Do you see the eye?
Okay, come through.
Introducing, I don't know if you can see it. Succulent eyes.
Yes.
The brand has arrived. You don't understand.
Yes.
The brand has arrived.
I am living for
This
those.
is me. These is mine.
Yes.
Got the little eye right there on the side. Wait a minute. I got the right. Yes, we're gonna put it up for you in the camera. Come on now. Yes, succulent eyes on the other side. Yes.
The girls doing it for themselves. Yes.
Yes.
Now listen, we're gonna have a continuation with the succulent eyes. So if you guys want to get succulent eyes glasses, make sure you head over to RamonaAtkins.net, or you can go to succulenteyes.com. Make sure you definitely check it out. But go to RamonaAtkins.net. You can get her a Cash App. You can give her all of the things. That's where everything is for Mona. So definitely check it out. But make sure you check us out this Thursday for Pyro Cocktail Hour at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Listen, we're going to go into a deep dive on this. There's going to be some story time. There's going to be some things that I have information on that I can't share out in the public, but it'll be on there. So make sure you guys get over to our Patreon. It's only $5 a month, and it's less than a cup of coffee. And you get a whole bunch of tea and some exclusive content. So make sure you guys head over there to patreon.com/Pyro Media.
And we get to cut up.
Honey, if you've missed, let me tell you something. If you missed last week's episode called AAA with me and Mona was in rare form. She didn't have her mother shawl on.
No, I didn't have my mother shawl on for that.
No, she did not.
And yes, shout out to KD for your 3 pair of glasses. I thank you so much for the consistent support and my commercial he did for me. So come on.
Yes, come on, got 3 pairs at 5. Yes, come through. Come on, branding. Make sure y'all come back so we can chop it up. KD and yes, come through, KD and
yes, please.
All right, y'all. We love you guys. There it is. Thank you, Sylvia, for coming on through. Thank you guys so much for coming on through. Katie, nice to see you. Deontay, thank you for coming on through. Appreciate you guys. Simeon, thank you for coming on through. Melissa, thank you, sis, for coming on through. I love you. Dr. Whole Cupcake, Michaela, everybody, Lotta Lotta, Sean, everybody that came on through. We love you guys. Keats, thanks for coming on through. Everybody that came on through, even if you're watching in the bushes, thank you so much for supporting. Hit that like button on your way in and out. And if you're watching the replay, we love you, and we will see you on Friday. So until then, stay blessed, stay stress-free. Peace.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.